Howdy ho, friends, and welcome back. Merry Christmas. Today, we are going to, let me get this figure straightened out here, take a look at the kids' quad. Now, let me zoom out. The last time we did this, we had, oh, hang on a sec, folks. Sorry about that. Phone started ringing, I had to have a phone call. Anyways, so last time we looked at this, we brought it here, pulled it up my front steps, which I moved the couch so that I could actually have more room to work. Let me show you guys here the steepness and iciness of these steps. So that was fun. Oh, let me get through here. But we got her in. So, like I said, today we're gonna take a look at it, see what it all needs. Gonna take the metal, like the racks off, bumper off, the body off, the plastics off. Get a good look at underneath because, as you can see, the wiring is just all fucking shot. Shit's unplugged. Let me zoom in. There. You know what I mean? It's all fuckered up, right? Back here, we got the tether, which is awesome. And then, yeah, more wiring that's all fucked. This wheel is all jank. But I was looking online, and I did find complete wiring kits for this thing for like fucking $40 for an entire harness. So, as you can see, more cut wiring, but this is for lights. So, I got bolts missing up there. One of the washers fell out. So, yeah, should be pretty simple. I don't expect to get it running today, of course. We're just going to take it apart, find out what it all needs, make a list, and then get to ordering parts so that we can get this thing done before spring. That's my plan. But the Tahoe comes first, right? But front here, as you can see, we got some bendage, right? It's all fucking bent, and which not a big deal. I can heat it up with a torch and give her a smack. Get that all straightened out. But otherwise, it's in pretty good shape, I'd say. The handlebars were a bit loose, but you know, it's from being jumped. The ignition ain't even fucking hooked up to nothing. So that's another reason why we got to get a whole new wiring kit. This back here, you know, loosered my first love. And yeah, got a little bit of plastic damages, like, you know, shit's not bolted down, but I can get all the hardware from like Co-op or whatever, not a big deal. These guys here, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take it apart and we're gonna see what's underneath it. Stay tuned, folks. Be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I got all the body cladding off. Some of the bent front end here. You can see how bent that bar is. That's supposed to be like that. Around front here, where is it? Right here. This guy needs to be heated and bent out a little tiny bit to kind of match how that one is. Let me zoom back out. There we go. Not a big deal at all. Underneath, it doesn't look too bad. Frame wise, it's not too damaged at all. Oh, that's the brake. Yeah, inside there doesn't look too bad. Little tiny carb on it. The wiring though is absolutely fucking destroyed, folks. I don't even know where the negative cable is. Like for the battery, that would go like right here. That's where it would be, under here. It would be right there. That's where the battery would go. Which would be like right here. And we don't really have much for anything. So I really don't know what to tell you. As you guys can see, it's pretty trashed up. So I'm going to probably remove it all here. Take all of this out. And order a new kit off of the Amazon. So, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah, it is what it is, really. Trying to figure out what goes to what goes to what. You got ignition switch that's busted and cut off. Like you got all these wiring in here. These guys here for the lights, I'm pretty certain. So, but otherwise, I think it'll clean up pretty good and it'll be pretty good. We've got some shit down here that's not lining up right, but we'll figure it out. We'll check it out more, and we'll let you guys know from there, pretty much. See how this magneto stuff is. I'll be able to unplug it from here. And then when I get a new harness, I'll just be able to just plug it right in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it all the wiring off and get this thing back together. Just with the body. Just so that when the kids come back from the Christmas holidays here, it looks proper. So, stay tuned. We'll be back to end the video with it looking better. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I got it all back together now. The harness is completely out. As you can see, it's over here. Excuse me. I've got the coil pack and stuff like that underneath the seat. Speaking of, I went and I put all this stuff back on. As you can see, it's more even now. It ain't gonna fucking go nowhere. Like, it's tight. I kept the tether because we're gonna reuse this with new stuff. Thinking this could be actually where the battery went. Right here. But then again, there's a spot underneath the seat for a battery. So, I don't know. But that's where we're at with it. As you can see in here, everything's all... I cleaned a bunch of stuff up, got it all shined up nice. As I could. So, got all the wiring out. I had to take the starter off in order to undo it. So then we look in here. See, I got the starter looking all shiny too. This is the plugs for the kill switch. So everything's all back hooked up except for like the brake light switch and all that, which is what it is. This front end, I tried getting it as straight as I could, but it's taken it, as you guys can see, it's taken quite the fucking impact. This corner here is actually broken in the welds in here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on camera. Let's see if I can zoom it in. It's hard to see, but they're cracked back in there. Actually, I was gonna say, where's my flashlight? Where the fuck did I put that thing? I just had it here a second ago. But anyways, yeah, it's all cracked and broken down there and in here. Well, maybe you can see it now. But not a big deal. For what the girls will learn on it, with it, it'll be fine until I can get new bumpers, which not a big fucking deal. Now, let's take a look at this harness and see what we were working with. I'll show you guys this here quick. So I got, without using a hammer and a bench vise, which I don't have at my house for some fucking reason, I got it as straight as I could. Can be a little bit better, but for now, it'll be fine. They'll love it. So, okay, wiring. Now, this stuff here, This is those 3 plugs that I just showed you. Okay. This right here is supposed to go to my ignition switch. Okay. This right here goes to my brake switch, my brake light switch, which is some plugs right here. These guys here go to the headlights, one to each side. This guy here, I think, went to my coil pack, like to the starter coil, or relay, I guess. And this stuff here, as you can see, and this one here is for the magneto, and this here coincided with this guy here, with this power cable. And then we got the guy that goes into the rectifier and all this other wiring. And then we got this guy here that ran to the starter. Okay. But and then we got the wiring here, tail light, and then this here is for that tether. So we got this guy here that was on for some fucking reason. And yeah, just one power cable that I have no idea where the fuck. So that's where we're at. Like, see, there's if there was a ground wire, okay, like a negative battery terminal wire, I'd be able to just go through this and make it fucking run pretty quickly, actually. But because we don't have that, I have to now order one. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for now, the girls are just gonna have to enjoy it the way it is until spring. Well, like I said, we got until spring, and that's just a few months away. Order at the end of the month here. It's 20th, I think, today. It's like a week before Christmas. We'll order the right after Christmas. Right around the same time as I order my ICT billet stuff, like my relocation brackets and stuff for the alternator and power AC compressor stuff. I'll also order the wiring harness for this. So that should be here beginning of January, sometime first week or two of January. So stay tuned, guys. We will have hopefully have an update on this soon. But for now, that's where I'm going to end today's video. I'd like to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. Alright, let's try that again. I went to switch the camera view around and I accidentally hit the stop button. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year if you don't see a video between Christmas and New Year's. Which, honestly, I don't know what's going on with parts and all that kind of stuff, so you might not. I did get the mount for the front end of the Tahoe for the radiator support, but I like it so much I decided I had to order another one before I put the front end on, which is not a big problem because we're going to well, let me think here, probably do the wiring before I put the front end back on entirely. I want to make sure I get the brackets and stuff for my alternator relocation and the bracket to mount my factory AC compressor. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be fucking cool. Gonna keep the Tahoe as stock as we can, using all the fucking shit. But I can't put the front end back together, I figured out, until I get the other odds and ends figured out. Not a big deal. So, but yeah. See you again, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Love you. God bless. I think that's it. Love you. Bye.